Hello knitters, Barbara Benson here. I'm an independent knitwear designer who also likes to make these videos here on my YouTube channel, Watch Barbara Knit. If you would like to know more about my knitwear designs, please check in the description below, and there you will find a link to my Ravelry channel where you will this is the YouTube channel, it's a Ravelry page, and you will find pictures that you can browse through, and if you decide you want to make one of my patterns, then you can get a PDF there. And if you do make one of my patterns, I would love to hear about it. We can either chat about it in the comments below the video, or you will also find a link to my Facebook group for Watch Barbara Knit, and you are welcome to pop over there and chat over there, and it would be lots of fun, and we'd love to have you. As you can see, I am not in my basement like I normally am. I am on vacation. This week is spring break for my family, and we have come to Disney World, and we are having so much fun. We're about halfway through, and we are staying, I think you can see right up here where Doc is getting ready to slam into my head. We are staying at the Art of Animation Resort, and we are in a Cars suite because I have a 10-year-old son, so where else would we possibly be? This place is a fantastic example of cohesion of design because everything has a Cars theme. It has safety cone everything. There's safety cones on the carpet, there's safety cones on the drapes, there's safety cone lamps, and then you have all of our awesome artwork. It is a lot of fun, but I wanted to take, first Thursday is my vlog, and I wanted to get a little bit in. This isn't going to be as elaborate as a normal vlog, but I didn't want something to go up blank. So what has happened in the past month? It's now April, and March is done, and March 31st marked the release date of my book, Mosaic and Lace Knits, and I am so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited that it is finally out in the world and you guys get a chance to see it. I know that many of you have managed to get the book. I would love to hear what you think about it. I did an unboxing when I received my first book. If you haven't seen that yet, you might want to go check it out. It was a great deal more emotional than I expected it to be, but it's sinking in that there's actually a book out there in the world with my name on it, and I can't wait to see people knitting up projects from the book. It's so exciting. And speaking of that, so in my Facebook group, the Watch Barbara Knits Facebook group, I had someone who was having difficulties with one of the stitches in the book, and there are several non-standard stitches, and in the back there are instructions and abbreviations on what you're supposed to do, but not everybody learns the same way. There are people who are very kinetic. I think it's called kinesthetic. People who learn really by seeing and doing. And so that is where video comes in really handy. And literally the first day we got here, we drove for 11 hours. It was insane. It's supposed to be a 7-hour drive, but there was a lot of traffic. And she had asked for a demo on YouTube, on Facebook for this specific stitch. So I did. I got on live, and luckily I brought some projects with me, and I had a little thing. And so I cast on a few stitches and did a little bit of a demo. This stitch, I'll probably, when I get home, do a full-blown demo and make a video and put it up on a Tuesday. It is the Slip Knit, I can't remember how it's abbreviated, but it's slip knit, and then you return the stitch back to your left hand needle and pass the second stitch on that needle forward. And what that does is that creates a right leading decrease that perfectly matches slip one knit two together, pass slip stitch over, which is a left leaning. You gotta have, I like matchy stuff. It keeps the lines going. So I had brought this to work with. I am doing a little swatching with that, and it's actually fabulous yarn. I can't show you the swatch because it's a secret, but this is, honestly, I can't remember even what the name of this yarn is. You know what? But I have my planner with me. I got my handy dandy planner, and what I have been doing is whenever I'm working on something, I tuck the ball bands into my front part of my planner. So I know, so what it is, oh, here it is. So it is Corsica from Barocco. Makes me think of Battlestar Galactica. And it is 90% cotton and 10% cashmere. And it is knitting up beautifully. I think I have both ball bands. So I have both ball bands in here, and I have ball bands from any number of things that I am working on. Here's the Ba Aspen ball bands. And one of the things I do, I just share this with you, when I'm designing, is the first thing I do when I wind up yarn is I wind it up on my Swift, and then I weigh it. So I take the ball bands that I've used, and then I write the actual physical weight of those balls, because the weight doesn't always match what you're supposed to get. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, you know. It's a plus or minus situation. And when I'm designing, I want to design to what you're supposed to have. So like with this one, it's supposed to be 100 gram, but it's actually 104. So when I design, I take that in consideration, because I don't want to use every inch of that yarn if I have more yarn than I'm supposed to, because when you try to knit it, you might not have that much yarn. So I always do that. So I always write the weight on, so I plan to suit. So that is the Corsica, and it is a really nice, I like living in Atlanta. I like to design with non-wools, and whenever I find a new one I really like, it's lots of fun. But I'm working on something with this, but I can't show it to you because it's a secret. But it's a great yarn. And then the other project that I brought with me, because 7 to 11 actually hours of knitting in the car, and I gotta have something. So this the Ba Aspen that I'm working on, it is going to be a shawl that I'm very excited about. And here is the top part of it. I don't know if you guys can see it. And considering that I have orange safety cone lamps, I don't know how accurate this is color-wise, but I'm working on it. I am loving this. And it's funny because it seems a little bit silly, going into my 5th or 6th year designing, that I'm finally getting around to designing a top-down triangle shawl. But that's what this is. It's a top-down triangle shawl that starts with a garter tab. And I'm just now I'm really loving how this texture is coming out. I just sort of bunged together a couple of different things, and you might want to look for this texture in a couple of other places, because I'm really enjoying how it's coming out, and this yarn is absolutely fabulous. Sport weight. I haven't gotten to the point where I've added in the next color yet, because it is going to get its buddy here. So these are the colors I'm working with. So I think that's gonna look amazing. And you can see from one of my earlier secret shoppers, I've got my needle keeper here. And it's Star Trek, which there hasn't been a lot of Star Trek here at Disney, but there's definitely been a lot of Star Wars going on and some Harry Pottering. Yesterday we went to Universal Studios, and we got to, so exciting! We got to see Diagon Alley, and we went through Nocturne Alley, and then we took the Hogwarts Express across to Hogwarts, and so that was a lot of fun. I think I had as much fun doing it as my son did. It was fabulous. As I said, I brought my planner so that I could at least have some stuff, if I had any ideas or plans, but what I'm writing is the fun stuff, so we know all the rides that we went on, because this is my son's first time here, but I'm keeping track. Something I wanted to talk to you guys about is that we have started a blog tour for the book. Let me see here. And we already had, the first one was on March 20th, and that was the Barocco blog, and I will see if I can put links in the description below. I might not get them up to like today when you're watching it, but come back, and when I get home I'll definitely get them up if they're not there. But on the 20th, Barocco had one, and then Jen Lucas was on the 27th, and then just this past, Monday the 3rd was Heather Zappetti's blog, and she is having a giveaway of the book, and I will link to that, and that should still be active. I believe the other ones have already closed, but that should still be active. And then yesterday I was on the Sweet Georgia podcast. So if you like listening to podcasts and not just watching them, you might want to jump over there and check that out. I believe she also has a giveaway going on. And then next week, Angela Tong and is on Monday the 10th, and then Lee Meredith on Wednesday the 12th. I'm looking, see, this is why I brought all this. And then on the 17th, Faina Goberstein. And then on the 19th, I believe Hunter Hamnison is going to be, and all these people I can't, I'm nervous to hear what they think, but hopefully they'll like it. And some of them will have giveaways. And then I have here on the 11th, I have a new third-party shawl. So on Tuesday 11th, watch for it. I have a new shawl pattern coming out through a third party. So, okay, I talked about that. I talked about the few things I brought. I know this isn't my normal, I don't have as much stuff. Oh, the Earthbound Misfit / Bitter Blue knit-along is still going on over in Ravelry, and we still have, I think, 4 more weeks? Yeah, we still have a good chunk of time left. So if you wanted to knit Bitter Blue or Earthbound Misfit, get your lace and beads on, you can still come over. I'm going to start thinking about prizes soon and coming up with something good to give to people. We do have every 2 weeks a mile marker, where if you have posted a picture during the last 2-week chunk, if you've posted a picture of your progress, then you are put in a drawing to win a free pattern of your choice from my internet, my Ravelry store. So they're winning stuff. It's a lot of fun. Today is a down day for us. We're doing pool, and I'm getting ready to go get my swimsuit on. We've done the Magic Kingdom, and we did Hollywood Studios. That was all the Star Wars. And tomorrow is Animal Kingdom, and then we're going to Epcot, and then we're going to come home, and things will hopefully get back to a little bit of normal. I'm sorry that this video is a little bit crazy, but I hope you've enjoyed it a little bit. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. Click that like button down here someplace. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a new video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.